right, we're going to see who our April 2024 Student of the Month is. Everybody that took a class from us in 2023 is put on this list. So let's see who it is. Who's it gonna be? Taylor! Oh, Taylor, yay!
Hey, everybody with Emerald Bodywork. This is Christina. I'm coming to you today with our April Student of the Month, Taylor Springs. Hello, Taylor.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. I'm glad to see you today. I'm so excited that you now our Student of the Month is a random drawing. If anybody has taken a class from us in the last year, their name's in a big hat. We literally spin a wheel and we get our Student of the Month. It's so easy to do that because we have so many exceptional people taking our classes. We can literally pick any student that comes to us at random, and we have a great therapist with an amazing story. Like, it's a guarantee. And that just speaks volumes for those of you that are out there trying to improve your skill set and advance our field of massage. And so I I just I have to say that the group of people that we get to meet through doing these classes is just phenomenal. But you won the lottery this month. I'm so glad you're here. And we want to hear all about your journey. First and foremost, please introduce yourself and then tell us a little bit about how did massage call you? Why are you here? Why do you do what you do? I'm gonna let you take the floor.
Awesome. So my name is Taylor Springs. I have been a massage therapist for a little over 9 years now. I don't have the conventional story. A lot of massage therapists have found themselves injured or in pain, and then they saw somebody who helped them. They're like, hey, I want to help people too. For me, I didn't know what I wanted to do whenever I became an adult. And anyone would ask me that question when I was a kid, my answer was, I want to be a hippie. I had no idea. And senior year of high school, I took anatomy and physiology class, and we had to do a project at the end of the year on some job that required A&P. And so I went on Google and I was like, well, I'm not going to do the conventional thing and do doctor, nurse, whatever. So I pulled up some list and massage therapy was on there. And I was like, that's different. I went into looking into the details and I really liked the flexibility and the ability to just kind of grow how you want and take it where you want. So I discussed it with my parents and I was like, what do you think about this? And they said, well, if you don't like it, at least you'll be making more money off the bat than working minimum wage. And so I jumped into massage school and fell in love. I love helping people. I love discovering the little puzzles that are happening within our bodies. So it became the perfect fit.
And you're kind of a hippie.
I am a
I
hippie.
mean,
Yes.
yeah, you're a paid hippie when you're a massage therapist, if that's what you choose.
So it worked out as far as my childhood dream and what I want to do for the rest of my life.
I love it. So tell us about your practice, where you practice, what you love to do. Take that route for me.
Okay, so right now I'm working out of Integrated Sports Therapies in the Lakewood area. I own my own office that I rent from my colleague Kathleen Benanti. I also like to teach out of this office as well. If you've heard about neuromuscular reprogramming, that's something that I've gotten into since 2018, and it's a really good key piece for getting muscles that are underworking back online because with massage, we release a lot of muscles and sometimes we need to activate some muscles, but we're not personal trainers or physical therapists and chiropractors can use dry needling and things like that. So it's a good approach for massage therapists to really get muscles firing again, which in turn allows them to become looser and increase range of motion. I also am certified with prenatal massage. I do lymphatic drainage. I like myofascial release, which I learned from you, Christina. And then orthopedic massage I will throw into every session. So those are kind of the things that I like to practice.
Awesome. So now you're also teaching neuromuscular work. I just got the name wrong. Neuromuscular
Reprogramming.
reprogramming. Thank you. The word, it was right there on the edge of my brain. Okay. So tell me a little bit about that, because I think I know you've been teaching for a little while, but now you're leading classes on your own, aren't you?
Yeah, so I was co-teaching with Jocelyn Olivier, the founder of that technique, last year. And this year in January, I taught my first solo class, and I have another one coming up in June and a mod 2 coming up in October. So what it is we're testing muscles to see if they're firing properly. And it gives us a roadmap of who actually needs to be released, because muscles can be tight whether they are over functioning or under functioning. And so it's a really good key element to doing puzzle work with massage and figuring out how to make people better long term. The reprogramming aspect is where we are retesting those muscles to kind of use neuroplasticity to our advantage. So the brain only likes change when there's something wrong. Otherwise, it's very slow to happen. So in the event of like trauma or injury, that's when change is going to happen fast, because we have to create compensation around it. So if we're testing muscles and we're pointing out, hey, this is not working properly, we don't have to do it verbally, just trying to use something, your brain will recognize that it's not working. Then when we release the compensation and retest and it's working again, that's when your brain will go, hey, okay, I can use that new pattern now, which was technically the old pattern before it was compensating. But getting back in the groove of saying, look, you can do it again, over and over. And it's really helpful for especially people who have pulled their back or have some random shoulder issue that's not labral tear or bone spurs, things like that.
Neat. Okay. Yeah. Now, how does someone, information that I definitely want you to verbally give me, and then I need to have that information so people can sign up for your classes. You said you have a class coming up in June and then mod 2 in January.
October.
Did I get that right? Oh, October. Why did I just make up January? Oh, your first one was in January.
Yes, that's it.
Man, I am so close to being a good listener. So close. So where do they go to find your classes? If you don't mind sharing how much the classes are, just what information do people need to find your classes and sign up?
So you can find them on the Neuromuscular Reprogramming website. I also create events on Facebook. So if you want to find those events just by searching Neuromuscular Reprogramming in Dallas, they will be on Facebook. You can find me on Facebook. I'm always posting about it. Taylor Springs LMT is the name that I have myself under on Facebook. The classes typically cost $600 a piece, but there is a 10% discount if you sign up early and $200 off if you buy both mod 1 and 2 at the same time.
Okay, awesome. Good. It's fascinating work. It's on my list of classes to take. I have a couple certifications that are on my board, my little goal board right here. Got one of them down just last week and another one's coming up this week. So neuromuscular reprogramming is on my list. I think the work is fascinating and I want to know more about it. So hopefully I'll get to be one of your students someday soon. I would love that. Yeah, absolutely. So you're using a lot of myofascial neuromuscular reprogramming, orthopedic. So clearly your work is kind of in the fix it category. Can I say that? Can I say
Yeah, yeah.
fiction?
Less energy work, more I like puzzles.
Okay, and I love how you make that analogy of the puzzle, the body, and the puzzle of the body, and finding the pieces and how they fit. That's a great analogy. So, who's the perfect client for your practice?
This body work works for everybody in the grand scheme of things, but the clients that I jive with the most tend to be those like 30 to 50-year-old parents who play soccer on the weekends. The high level athletes are usually intimidating for me. And so those parents, I still like an active client though, where they're going out and doing some kind of exercise because it's really fun to go, oh, okay, your fascial system is going to be tight in these areas because your sport demands that of you. So they're usually the ones that I jive with.
All right, the Weekend Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can put that on your business card. Taylor Springs Massage, Weekend Warrior champion to Weekend Warriors. There you go. That's for free. You
I
can
love
use it. Uh, okay. I have one more question for you, but before I get to my final question, what else should we know about you? What other little detail have we not covered here? It could even be, it doesn't have to be massage related. It could be your favorite flavor of ice cream or whatever.
So still work related, but fun. Over this month and next month, I am actually doing massage out at the Scarborough Renaissance Festival in Waxahachie, Texas, because I can, and it's exciting.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you have to tell me about this. Do you get like a booth or a building, or are you going to be in the castle? Like what? Where do you do this?
So Rosemary, who's the owner of the two massage booths that they have out there now, she's been out there for, I think, 18 to 20 years. She's been traveling through Renaissance festivals in the US for decades. And her and her husband both will go out there during the fair time and live in the attached rooms to the booths that she owns. And he's a performer, he's the executioner, he makes jokes. And even did a new cover song of like Taylor Swift's Shake It Off, but it's Take It Off because he's the executioner. And she bought her second massage booth last year, and I just happened to be going through the fair and I saw the massage therapists were not busy. And so I popped over and I was like, are you hiring? It's amazing where you can get if you just talk to people. And I gave them my business card and we got to talking. I sat down with them and had lunch that lasted for 2 hours. So that was definitely a good thing. And I get to wear Renaissance style clothing while I work. And we're always burning sage around the booth. It's a lot of fun.
You truly did grow up to be a hippie. See, boys and girls, you can achieve your dreams, whatever they may be. Love it. I love it. That's fantastic. Okay, so this is a great segue into my final question. I feel like there's already so many nuggets of great advice in this interview, but my last question is, what piece of advice would you give to a brand new massage therapist, whether they be a student or just got their license and just getting their wings? What's your best piece of advice for them?
So, my best piece of advice is to ask questions, check in with people. When I was starting out, I tried to go work at a chiropractor's office as a solo massage therapist, and I didn't get a lot of feedback on how to improve. So I jumped into a Massage Envy for a few years where there were multiple massage therapists, and I could run around and say, hey, my client just said they had this issue. What would you do? And then every time I saw a client when they came back to me, I would say, hey, how did you feel after your last session? What can we improve on? What did you not like? And so that helped me see what worked and what didn't work in my practice.
Ask questions, be curious. Excellent. I love that. Very good advice. All right, ma'am, I'm going to close up this interview. We want to keep it short and sweet and to the point. Thank you so much for your time today. Thank you for being a part of the Emerald Bodywork education community. Every single piece of this community is invaluable to us. And so we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
All right.